All praise is indeed reserved for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always until eternity. We appreciate Him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for every blessings we know, and yet, in fact, Allahu Akbar, those who do not know. He is our maker, the cherisher, the kingmaker, Allahu Akbar kabira. Unto Him shall be our return at the appointed time. We sanctify His Majesty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we send these salutations upon the noble soul of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue to renew His undiluted salutation upon him, extend the same inshallah to members of his family, the companions, and those who are pronouncing La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, including those who pronounce it till Yawm al-Qiyamah. Ameen. Respected elders, brothers and sisters alike, today inshallah Kareem, topic of our sermon, say Khuturatu at-tashabbuh bil kuffar. Khuturatu at-tashabbuh bil kuffar. Dangers of imitating the kuffar. Dangers of imitating the kuffar. Respected elders, brothers and sisters alike, our mothers, our sisters, our wives, there is nothing better than for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you and I a Muslim. Allah has made all of us Muslims. The best way to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Islam. Islam is the true religion, and then the most, in fact, the best way of life. When you look at Islam, Islam has never been, and it shall never be, a subsidiary of any religion. No. It's a standing old religion and the best of all religions. Allah says in Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 3, Al-Yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum. When Prophet ﷺ was alive, that today I've completed religion for you. Wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati. I've completed my favors upon you. Wa raditu lakum al-Islam Dina, and I've chosen Islam as the best way for you to worship me. Allahu Akbar. وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا. Whoever chooses another way to worship Allah apart from Islam, فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ. Allah will not accept it from him. Now, as we said, Islam is a complete way of life. Not only to come and pray, Ayi Salah, Angama, Ayi Dare Salah, that's all. No. Islam teaches you and I how to live. Islam teaches you and I how to work, how to transact business, how we should be dutiful to our parents, how to be the best friends to our friends, to be our brothers' keepers, not to be injurious to others, not to be harmful to others. Islam gives us everything. And you will not understand this until and unless you and I choose to follow the instructions and the way of life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah says, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ Uswatun hasana. The best mannerism is there for you to emulate, to mimic, to imitate, to copy from the personality of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That means copying from the world, especially Western world today. It's not only an abomination, but a detestable act that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hates, Islam detests. Today, Muslims try to judge, they juxtapose Al-Quran, Hadith, in one side, and then with the current realities of Western world, and then they make their own choice. Muslims, men and women, especially youth, both male and female, there are ways today that when you check, Allah told you and I, مَا فَرَّطْنَا فِي الْكِتَابِ مِنْ شَيْءٍ. Nothing is omitted in the Quran. There's nothing about your life, about my deen, about your deen, business transaction, everything that will make us to end up in Al-Jannah, except that Allah discusses it in an extensive manner in the Quran. Prophet ﷺ brought it to form in terms of qawl. He said what he needed to tell all of us. He practicalized what he preached to all of us. He admonished the Sahaba, who in turn also conveyed the message to Tabi'un. The Tabi'un did also withhold. They conveyed the Tabi'un Tabi'in. Tabi'in conveyed the generation yet unborn. All of us will have an Islam on a platter of gold. But allowing shaitan to streamline, allowing Western world to dictate for us to follow, to do, it's an extremism against the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you look at it, Prophet ﷺ told us 1,445 years ago, Hadith 4,288 of Hadith Sahih Bukhari, reported by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. Prophet ﷺ says, لَتَتَّبِعَنَّ سَنَنَ مَنْ قَبِلَكُمْ شبرا شبرا وذراعا ذراعا حتى لو دخلوا حجر الضب لدخلتموه أو لاتبعتموه. Another narration. Prophet ﷺ says, there shall come a time my ummah will not find Quran worthy again. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. May Allah not make you away from among them. They will not find Quran worthy again to copy. Neither will they find hadith worthy again. لَتَتَّبِعَنَّ سَنَنَ مَنْ قَبْلَكُمْ. What will be left for my ummah is to copy Western world. سَنَنَ مَنْ قَبْلَكُمْ. You will be following the pattern of those who have come before you. Shibran, shibran. Allahu Akbar Kabir. Prophet ﷺ said, shibran, shibran. Just like handspoon. Handspoon. Zira'an, zira'an. Equivalent to hand's length. Bumper to bumper. They said, Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, Dama manzala is my own. Manzala sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They will not follow. People will look for Shakespeare instead of hadith. People will look for what Aristotle said. Aristotle who did not recognize your Rabb. Aristotle who did not give a damn about your prophet is the one you put in your front as your guide. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Prophet says, there shall come a time my ummah will be left with nothing. They will not find anything useful to themselves in the Quran. They will not find it either in the hadith. Sanana man qabilakum. Shibran, shibran. Allahu Akbar kabira. Bumper to bumper. Wa dhira'an dhira'. A distance of arm's length. Hatta law dakhalu hijra ad-dab ladakhaltumuh. Up until those people, even if they enter the hall of Aliza, lattaba'tumuh. My ummah will have followed them. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Another hadith, Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. Prophet ﷺ says, Yati ala nas zaman. Another narration, La taqumu sa'atu. This world will not come to an end. Hatta ta'khudha ummati. Until my ummah will not find anything in the Quran and hadith again. Ta'khudha ummati. Bi'akhadi al-qurun al-ula. They will follow, bumper to bumper, the norms, tradition, culture, everything, ways of life of those who had come during Jahiliyyah. Qila ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, al-Yahud wa al-Nasara, are they going to be following Yahudi and Nasara? Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if not them, who again? Now today, a Muslim brother who read Quran at all, he can even read and say, Wallahi, na de isi bi guda you, isi bi guda ashirin, isi bi guda kamsin, isi bi kaza, but he has never translated one verse to his life. He doesn't care. It's been this and that. But at the end of the day, all the tenets of Yahud and Nasara today that have been repackaged by the Western world is what our brothers are scampering for. They are running after to get all those things. Those who are not getting them, those who are not doing them, they see them as SU. Number one, taking from marriage, nikah. Ask yourself, anybody who's up to 60 and above, 50 and above, the way you did your nikah, is it the way you are doing for your children today? Simple arithmetic. You don't need to even call Shakespeare. No, things fall apart. Things have not fallen apart. Beyond bil Kaaba. The day things started falling apart. Yawma natwi sama katayyi sijil lil kutub. Jalla jalaluka ya Allah. That's the day things will fall apart. They will see your wife, you see your children, you run. They will see you, they will run. Your babalawo will not pick your call again. No call will even enter. Those malams that have promised you, Kawa, Jidaba, Muna Bayanka, Birabbil Kaaba, you look back, you not see even their trace, even their shape, you not see. Everybody will be nafsi. My soul, before that day comes. We are leaving Quran apart, leaving Hadith apart. Islam is standing alone, crying. Muslims are doing all lot of things, and they don't care about Islam. It's only when somebody says, no, he abused Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's blasphemous. But a lot of Muslims do that in many ways. You that you read Quran, you know the hadith, but now somebody has come to take your daughters in marriage. All is left for you. As Prophet said, إِذَا جَاءَكُمْ مَنْ تَرْضَوْنَ دِينَهُ وَخُلْقَهُ فَزَوِّجُوهُ إِنْ لَمْ تَفْعَلْ تَكُنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ تَكُنْ فَسَادٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ تَكُنْ فِتْنَةٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَفَسَادٌ. Allahu Akbar kabira. What the next is that? Number one, let them go to Kutonu, carry this and that. You need some sample of what they call pre-wedding pictures. Some, in fact, things that animals do, Muslims are doing today. Just for pre-wedding picture. Before they used to stand together, one will be looking up, one will be looking down. Now, one will carry one leg up, one is looking for something like as if they want to commit suicide. And all flooded on social media. The aura, nudity. Nudity is now exposed, disposed, Allahu Akbar, shown shamelessly, out of reckless attitude, copied from Western world. Now want to do nikah. The best time they will allocate to nikah is 15 minutes in masjid. Go to Anur. They will say, Nigeria event center, 2-point-something million. And the husband is still struggling to pay the house rent. They don't give a damn. Once I Alaji Wani, this is how they did. Event center, 5-point-something million. I have to buy Kayan BC, Kayan that, this and that, Mother's night, Father's night, Kamu night, all these things. Ma anzalallahu biha min sultan. We now made the nikah very, very exorbitant, very, very expensive, very, very unaffordable. And the zina is now being sold cheap of price. La tus'aluna yawmal din anin na'im. Allah would ask you. Go, you remember how you did your own. But somebody had to contribute little before you get putting even akwati. Now akwati now going to rascality. From 5 to 7 to 10. They are now disposing in, now displaying the house of a well-respected Muslim brother, Muslim sister. Now you are counting up to 90 akwati. To do what? Relocating from Nigeria to Nigeria. And at the end of the day, we are sending these wrong signals to others. People are now running away. I can't afford it. Yes, now, your daughter and that man, they are meeting somewhere. You will be asked before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another thing, rascality, copied. It is never part of the culture of Islam. Now calling the mother of the bride with the father of the groom to come and dance in public. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. You see somebody who say, Yalla bhai, get them, with his babariga and everything. Some will even put necklace. Oh, I'm there. Go to Lagos. Just as if you see in Kano, everywhere. Because now, no. You only do it once. And this is my beloved daughter. Yes. You can never love that daughter better than the way Prophet ﷺ loves Fatima. And it is true for Prophet ﷺ. Al-Jannah, nobody will enter before him. He made mention, Fatima among the sisters of Jannah. You and I are struggling. Then what kind of love are you showing? Let us be very careful. Respect and brothers in Islam. Another one, going to extreme. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. At-tazayyun, the way we dress today. Men, women. Sometimes you see Ibrahim, Dawood, Musa, but you never think they are somebody who people will pray. Somebody will tell you, Wallahi, you are a Muslim. You are a Muslim. Wallahi. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. But because of dresses. What Allah gave to men, the women are collecting it. What He gave to women, men are collecting it. Al-mutarajjilat wal-mutarajjilin. You are not a social somebody if you are not plaiting your hair. What they saw in Canada, what concerns you with what is happening in Canada? If you are not doing, some people look at you, it's better, Prophet Allah even called Makkah, the mother of all Bakawis. And that's Al-Jannah. But because of what you call civilization today, we are now keeping Islam at bay. We are doing something else, copying from the West. Let us look inward. The issue of hugging and handshake, it doesn't make anything. People don't see it as anything again. In fact, we see the Tijan Muslims drinking with left hand, eating with left hand, and nothing happened. Allahu Akbar Kabira. About 2-3 days ago, I witnessed somebody who were talking, and he was Allah. Right, I didn't want to break you, and I didn't want to sound somehow. He thought I was growing Arabic. Well, that was what he told me. Not out of disrespect, but he didn't see it as anything. It has become normal. Nothing is wrong with your right hand. Prophet ﷺ says, "La ta'kulu bishimal." Don't eat, don't drink with your left. فَإِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ يَأْكُلُ بِالشِّمَالِ وَيَشْرَبُ. It is shaitan that eats and drinks with his left hand. And Allah has not deprived you, you have your right hand. These are things you think they are just socialization. No. Islam is saying then stay where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put you and I to stay. Another thing, it's now imported. And almost every home, this issue of social media. Ya ayyuhal insan, ma gharraka bi rabbikal kareem. What made you to dare your Lord? With my humble self. When you just go to TikTok alone, before you see any Rebecca, you start seeing our sisters. Some will read Quran better, but still showing their nudity. When you look for recklessness, go to social media, especially TikTok. 10 years ago, I think there was no any TikTok. We lived and we were fine. But today, husband and wife, TikTok. Brothers and sisters, TikTok. Sisters, TikTok. And you can't get any one single message. Even those who are reading Quran, wallahi, some of them are wasting their time. Yes, want to read Quran for people? Kolia, this one down, black, the one up, red, this one middle, and then they put some of their hair. Our ladies, they don't cover the hair again. Completely. They will remove and show some in the front. I don't know if Shaitan is coming to kiss that part. Wallahi al-Azim, matter already. The goal, they want people to see it. They want what is the bangles. They want everyone to see. In doing that, she's still reading Quran. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And some of them will read Quran as if you are in Mecca. But any Quran that does not go in pari passu with good conduct, then you're wasting your time. You pray, I pray. But that prayer is not just to come to pray and go. Inna salata tanha anil fahsha wal munkar. The definition of salah that will be accepted by Allah is that which it goes with mannerism, good mannerism, good etiquette. Not the one that goes with rascality and recklessness. Now go down to another one. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Tagyiru khalqillah. That's what people see today as nothing. Bobrisky, I was told today his name is Idris, a Muslim. And I'm happy. I prayed for one mother in absentia. On social media, somebody died and he went there. Well, this guy dressed as a woman with her hijab and then black abaya. And the mother that was preaching was saying, he didn't mention his name. He said some people, the day when they die, will be confused. Just to say Allah, Allah, that's what most of our brothers are doing today. Go and check LGBTQ. Know the kind of school you are sending your children. La tulqu bi aydikum ila tahluka wa ahsinu. Don't go and invest in atrocity. Some people invest in atrocity just because of Turanchi. Alhamdulillah. Go to Islamic school today. Whatever the Turanchi you are looking for, they have it. They are still the best in terms of science. They are still the best with Quran. Still the best. Allahu Akbar Kabira. Robotic engineering, cyber security, everything. Now you are sending your children to a school because what you need there is Dogon Turanchi. But they don't give a damn about your religion. It's another tashabu bil kuffar. Another tashabu bil kuffar. The only way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told you and I to follow them is what you call unconditional love. The kuffar, they love themselves. But Muslims, opposite. Allah says, Illa taf'aluhu takun fitnatun fil ard wa fasadun kabir. Except you follow that path. They love themselves. But you can see show of shame among Muslims. With apology. We said this last week, even 4 years ago, it's still trending. Job racketeering. I've not heard any John. No name of Solomon has been mentioned. But somebody could know, Haruna, this one, this, that. Now, are you the billionaire of your town? No. No. Show love. There could be someone within the masjid who perhaps is also dealing in that kind of transaction, selling property or government jobs. A Muslim, Birab bil Kaaba, stop today. Allah will ask you on the day of Qiyamah. Only yesterday, but when we hear something, Allah says, confirm, go and do investigation. Investigation up until last night, wallahi, somebody confirmed to me that somebody in his office, he paid 600,000. As low as 600,000. Now the person that paid, the Muslim, the one that collected the Muslim, in an organization headed by a Muslim. There was the essence of Muhammad Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You will see on the day of Qiyamah saying, don't near me. Yes, yes, don't near me. Don't near me. Say Muhammad Rasulullah, and you are an allergy. After all, government is still paying your bill. Both local and foreign trips. extra codes, uncountable. Yet you still need to sell a job for 1.5 million. The Rabb al-Kaaba Muslims do. If you are one of them, stay away today. It can never be profitable. Wallahi al-azim. Whatsoever the process you get there in this dunya, you leave them in dunya, and then a big case before Allah, no any son will stand before Allah for you. If somebody is still doing, somebody came to this masjid, as we say, wallahi, somebody told me that it was so embarrassing to him that even in his own place of work, I don't know if the person is the masjid, in his own place of work, he was about to retire, and he went and begged that now they are taking people. Let his own son, where he had worked, his own son, and they denied him. As they denied him, later they told him they will still do another one. When they were doing another one, he still submitted. Somebody from among the cartel now called him. You are wasting your time. Don't you know what others do? Wallahi al-azim, the person came to the masjid here. Don't you know what others do? And he worked in that same organization. Said to you have to see somebody, Mr. Somebody, give him so, then go. And that was what happened. Set up. But this amount of money you are calling, I can't afford it. Where he had worked, okay, somebody else will take it. So let the person take it. Another person took that job with money. You recall some few years ago, even this MBLMB, people will come, NDCC, whatever. Why? That's the highest level of rascality, and then highest level of being an ingrate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah had not placed you in that position, will you have anything to say? If you are not there, will you challenge Allah? What of those who have graduated together but they are still saying yes to you today? Aren't you giving time to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? May Allah forgive all our shortcomings. Lastly, the only way out. The only way out. If you do so call for Al-Quran 10 times, 100 times, wallahi, you are wasting your time. Because Allah said it, Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma biqawmin hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim. Everybody is running Jaguar to Canada for another day. They are running Jaguar to this and that. You will still come back. If you are not coming back, your great-grandchildren will still live in this country. In Jaguar to Canada. Some are still washing dead bodies there. Yes, dead bodies. You spoil your own country, you travel and say this and that. Somebody was telling me 4 days ago, for another day, he sold his car, he sold out of the wife for them to relocate. They relocated there, they got there, they were stranded for 4 months, paying this tax, technology tax, light tax, this and that. Eventually they gave the wife apartment. Everything she will be collecting thousands of euros or whatever, what do you call it? Allahu Akbar Kabira. After everything, at the end of the month, what will be left is less than what she was collecting in Nigeria. Then he now left her there, he came back to Nigeria. Europe built Kaaba. He was telling me, Madam, if anybody comes to you, tell me. I said, no. Anybody comes to me, I'll tell them, build Nigeria. If you have your way, you do what? Nobody will appoint you. They will not make you CBN in their own country. They will not give you appointment in their own fuel station. The only thing you'll be taking care of old people who are about to die. Be washing sheets in Nalillahi wa Inna Ilaihi Raji'un. You that you be claiming the masjid man, the road is dirty. How come people are not taking care of this thing? You are not taking care of those who say there's no la ilaha illallah. May Allah forgive all our shortcomings. Alhamdulillah, bi jalal wal ikram. Barakallahu wa lakum fil Qur'an azim wa nafa'ana iyyakum fil ayati wa dhikr hakim. Aqulu ma tasma'un wa min Allah. وإن خطأ فمن نفسي والشيطان وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب وخطيئة إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وهو في السماء إله وفي الأرض إله الحي القيوم بادع السماوات والأرض الأول ليس قبله شيء والآخر ليس بعده شيء والظاهر ليس فوقه شيء والباطن ليس دونه شيء وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له واحد لا من قلة ومعبود لا من علة أول قديم بلا ابتداء وآخر قيوم بلا انتهاء وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله معلم الأنام بوحي المنان صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله الأخيار وأصحابه الأبرار وكل من سار على نهجهم إلى يوم تبلى فيه الأسرار. معاشر المسلمين، تدبروا قول المصطفى الحبيب محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم: لتتبعن سنن من قبلكم شبرا شبرا وذراعا ذراعا حتى لو دخلوا حجر الضب لاتبعتموه. حاولوا قدر الطاقة أيها الأخ في الله، حاول قدر الطاقة أن تبرمج لنفسك حتى تكون في صف نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، قولا وفعلا وعملا وتقريرا ومعاملة وتدينا. لا تخالف شريعة الله ولا تخالف سنة نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. إن فعلت هذا أنت ممن يوم القيامة تبعث معهم ومع نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. وإذا خالفت أنت ممن تحبهم، من تشبه بقوم فهو منهم. إذا تشبهت باليهود والنصارى يوم القيامة لن تبعث من ضمن المسلمين. وحاول تغيير فكرك، حاول تغيير معاملتك وتصرفاتك وسكناتك وتحركاتك حتى تكون كل شيء بالدماج مع سنة نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. عباد الله، إن الله أمركم أمرا بدأ به بنفسه وثنى بملائكته وعملة عرشه وثلث بكم من إنسكم وجنكم وقال وذا من قائل إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وسلم. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر كيد أعداء الدين وانصر عبادك الموحدين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم جدد الأمن والأمان في نيجيريا واجعلها بلدا آمنا مطمئنا رخاء سخاء وسائر بلاد المسلمين. اللهم اسكنا جميعا جنة الفردوس مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. قوموا إلى صلاتكم رحمكم الله.